You know what? From now on, I'm going to show you how much I love you. You and the kids. You know why? Because you never know when it's over. I love you, baby. Come here.
Oh, baby.
The year 2001 was truly one of a kind. I can still remember sitting there as a teenager, casually tuning in to a new sitcom, unaware that I was witnessing the birth of a show that would become a timeless classic. Yes, I'm talking about My Wife and Kids, the show that quickly won our hearts. Can you believe it's been 23 years since we first laughed and cheered for the Kyle family? And oh dear, those actors have changed a lot. So where are they now? Did Michael ever perfect his basketball shot? Or has he settled into the role of a lovable, grumpy grandpa? And our dear Janet? Is she still as beautiful as ever? What about sweet little Kady? What does she look like today? Well, in this video, we'll show you My Wife and Kids cast then and now, and see how they've changed over the years. First up is Damon Wayans Sr. as Michael Kyle. As the head of the Kyle family with 3 kids and a beautiful wife, Michael's sarcastic humor could make you laugh until you cried. His fatherly wisdom, mixed with clever comebacks, was the heart of the show, making him a dad we all loved to watch. Next up is Tisha Campbell as Janet, or rather J. Kyle. Jay was Michael's sassy and deeply loving wife. As the heart of the Kyle family, Jay balanced her career ambitions with the challenges of raising 3 kids. Who could forget sweet, innocent Kady? As Michael's cherished little princess, Kady melted our hearts with her charming innocence. All Kady wanted was to play with her Barbie dolls and build magical castles. She was portrayed by Parker McKenna Posey. And then we have Junior. Do you remember when he got those tattoos and landed himself in trouble? As Michael and Janet's hard-headed son, Junior was always up to something fishy. He was portrayed by George Gore II. And then there's Raycole, who played the original Claire in the first season. Just like any typical teenager, Claire was deeply into fashion. Although Jazz left after the first season, her portrayal of Claire remains a beloved part of the show's early years. So, who replaced her? It was none other than the beautiful Jennifer Freeman. As the new Claire from season 2 onwards, Jennifer brought a slightly different vibe to the character. She was sometimes clueless, but ultimately lovable, and we eventually warmed up to her. Not to forget Andrew McFarlane, who portrayed Tony Jeffers. Tony was Claire's boyfriend. This guy was deeply religious and had us in stitches most of the time. He had a habit of turning simple prayers before meals into long, dramatic monologues. And then there's Franklin, the charming little genius who played the piano like a pro. This kid seemed to know everything, so much that he ended up tutoring Junior at one point, and that made it funny. Little Franklin was portrayed by Noah Gray Cabey. And let's not forget Damon Wayans' own son, Damon Wayans Jr. He also appeared on My Wife and Kids as John. John was one of Junior's buddies. He was always up to mischief, and usually the one dragging Junior into all sorts of trouble. Not many people remember that Meagan Good was part of My Wife and Kids cast. She originally played Vanessa Scott, Junior's girlfriend, in 5 episodes of season 3. However, Vanessa's character was later recast, and someone else took over the role. And that person was Brooklyn Sudano, who stepped in as Vanessa, continuing as Junior's girlfriend. What started as a typical teenage romance soon became more serious when Vanessa became pregnant, forcing Junior to step up and mature in ways he hadn't before. After Junior got Vanessa pregnant, he had to face her father. Meet Calvin Scott. Calvin was an imposing figure with a deep voice that could command attention and send shivers down anyone's spine. He was portrayed by Speight. And lastly, we have Joyce. She portrayed Jasmine Scott, Vanessa's mother who had a rocky relationship with her husband, Calvin. My Wife and Kids wrapped up its 5-season run in 2005, but it remains a classic we'll never forget. Now, after all these years, which actor do you think changed the most? Let us know in the comments below, and until next time, take care.